So let's take you under the hood of the F-35. I saw it yesterday in Bengaluru. It's an absolutely amazing aircraft. But let's tell you a little bit more about it and why there's so much intrigue, why there's so much fascination over this thing called the F-35 Lightning II. Like I said, it's a multi-role, all-weather stealth fighter aircraft, and it is being built in the largest numbers for the US Air Force. It has been developed and is manufactured by the world's largest advanced systems company, Lockheed Martin. It is the most expensive aircraft development program in history. It cost a staggering $412 billion, approximately $500 billion is what it actually costs. It's capable, one variant of the F-35 called the F-35B is capable of vertical takeoff. That's the Marine Corps version. It's entered service with the United States Air Force in 2015-16 with all three services, the US Navy, the US Air Force, as well as the Marine Corps. So there are three variants of this aircraft. It's already combat proven. It has had time in combat theaters in some parts of the world. It took its first flight in December. Some variants of it took their first flight. They are capable of carrying all manner of weapons. Remember, these are stealth aircraft, but they can carry some nuclear weapons as well, according to some reports. Now, let's tell you about the avionics, or the electronic sensors and computer wizardry in these aircraft that truly make them amazing warfighting machines. This particular aircraft is armed with one of the most advanced combat radars ever made by the United States, which is a leader in such technology. It's called the APG-81. It's an active electronically scanned array radar capable of incredible sensor imagery, giving the pilot a great amount of domain awareness of what's around him. The weaponry on these aircraft are also, they range from the very basic, including a 25mm cannon in the aircraft, which is your very, very close combat sort of weapon. And if you need to use this weapon, then you already are in a bit of trouble. They're also armed with all manner of air-to-air missiles, which have been legacy systems and improved over the years in the United States Air Force, like the AIM-120 AMRAAM, which is a medium to long-range air-to-air missile. The MBDA Meteor also is fittable on this aircraft, because these aircraft are also used, remember, by the United Kingdom. The Royal Air Force, the Royal Navy, in fact, uses the F-35. The AGM-158C LRSAM is also fittable on these. Anti-ship missiles are also fittable on the F-35. So all manner of weapons. Let's skip through all of these because there are so many weapons that the F-35 can actually use that it makes it a highly modular Air Force jet that can be tweaked and modified for any kind of role, really. So the envelope, the capabilities, its performance, they're very, very technical things, but these matter a great deal to world air forces, especially in the new generation of warfare. So let's go straight across now to India Today's. I think we have Abhishek Balla with us live. Let's go straight across to him. Abhishek, obviously no surprises at all that the F-35 has been a big eye catcher here in India. Lots of questions over, what the F-35s are doing here, because the F-35s are not part of any contest. They're not actively or officially competing in any tender that the Indian Air Force has put out. In fact, the manufacturer of the Lockheed Martin has an aircraft that is competing called the F-21, which is a variant of the F-16. So most people, would you agree, Abhishek, are looking at this as kind of a strategic muscle flex by the United States to India to show that, they've got all this technology and India shouldn't be looking anywhere else?
Well, Shiv, to start with, a super attraction at the Aero India, and you were there to experience it on your own. And well, there's no doubt that there is a lot of messaging that the US is doing by getting their two aircraft for the Aero India here. The F-35 obviously till now has not been offered by the US. There has been no inclination from the Indian side to going for a deal for the F-35. But you know what, Shiv, this has led to a lot of speculation, murmurs that is this going to, be some sort of a message to the Indian government, to the Indian Air Force, that if interested, the F-35 is available. Also, it's an interesting time because the Indian Navy is very close to finalizing between the Rafale, French Rafale, and the Super Hornet, which is again a US manufactured aircraft. At this point of time for the F-35 to make this appearance, obviously a lot of questions will be asked, but it's difficult to speculate what the reason is, but definitely very strong messaging by the US here.
This is like the United States does this in a very a considered way. They know what messaging means. They know what that subtle art of sending out these mind games really is at a time when India is preparing to spend billions of dollars on foreign aircraft. Here you've got a pair of F-35s there. The message couldn't be clearer. Abhishek, thanks very much for that.